Good morning and welcome back to the Kop TV, the voice of football's most famous stand, episode 113 of Hot Kopics, live every single Monday morning from the studio here with myself, AGT, and Doyle. Both tired, both been out in the sun, both been playing sports with each other.
Doing sports, lots of it.
Played golf yesterday, 5 hours, absolutely knackered, but it's a new week, it's a new start, and it's a new podcast. Massive shout out to you for looking after the pod last week with Joe.
Always.
Appreciate it, bro.
Nice and easy. It's always boss with Joe. I think the audience will agree as well, or the commenters. It's nice and easy. The synergy
Let us
between
know
me
what
and
you
him.
think about the Scouse GK.
It's good lad, isn't he?
Great addition to the team, I'll be honest.
So lucky we met him in a pub. Genuinely, that's how this happens. You know, we just meet people randomly and then we're like, you'd be good for the pod.
It's talent ID. That's what I did with you.
Scout, yeah, it is. It actually is. He went, you Scouse, do you like Liverpool and that? Get on the channel, bro.
Are you comfortable in front of camera?
yeah. Absolutely, bud.
Love to see it. Listen, if you are watching on YouTube, make sure you smash that like button, comment with your thoughts. We have got some very juicy hot topics to come in this episode. And if you're listening to us on the audio platforms, make sure you follow us, give us a 5-star rating as well.
Yes, please.
I'll be honest, it's going to be a really emotional week, this one, Doyle.
It is.
Right? We are tonight witnessing Jurgen Klopp's last ever away game for Liverpool against Aston Villa, which we will slightly preview. We did more of an in-depth preview with Luke from Up the Villa podcast on Saturday morning, so go and watch that to get yourself in the mood for tonight. And then we're obviously going to be witnessing Jurgen Klopp's last ever game for Liverpool on Sunday, which I am going to be at. But let's dive into the hot topics today then, Doyle. I've got a couple of belters for you.
I don't know these ones today. I actually don't know these.
Including some summer transfer targets. So last night, Doyle, I'm not sure if you're aware of this, heat started to roll around, heat started to gather for two names.
Schlotterbeck.
No. See, this is what I mean. It's brilliant. He's got no idea. All right, I'll give you the first one, and I'll give you the price. This is alleged, right? This is all alleged, and I can give you the sources from where I saw these last night, and I thought, hey, what?
Allegedly.
So Sani Dara, who's a journalist, right, has said that Liverpool are set to trigger an 85 million release clause for Mohamed Kudus from West Ham. The Reds activated contacts today to help them in completing the deal before agreeing personal terms. I mean, that's mad.
Yeah, it is.
I can't see it happening.
Also, West Ham getting
85 million.
Dough in, aren't they, lad?
Yeah.
100 mil for Declan Rice and then 85 for Kudus.
They are.
And honestly, I rate Kudus. He is a good footballer, and some of the stuff he's done this season, great debut season.
At the start,
unreal, like genuinely.
Season, yeah.
Even remember that solo goal he scored in the Europa?
Yeah, he scored.
Unreal. But
at least
85 million is a lot of dough for him,
you
know.
Hear this one.
Oh my God.
The next one, and this has not only been picked up this morning by BBC Sport, by Sky, and let me just say it first, and then I'll give you my opinion. According to the Daily Express, Liverpool are eyeing up a £100 million move for Newcastle and England winger Anthony Gordon, the former Everton player.
God, get in the bin, lad, no. Sorry, Anthony, lad, you're a good player and that, but you play for Everton, so no longer can you play for Liverpool, lad. That's how it works.
But you do know he's a Liverpool fan.
So what, lad? I'd rather have, if I'm taking anybody from Newcastle, lad, it's Isaac, and that's it. Or Bruno Gamires. They're the only two players, lad. Get in the team, otherwise, no. Anthony Gordon, sorry. No, I'm not disrespecting him, but I'm just so surprised by that one. £100 million for him as well. We just watched Newcastle pay 50 mil for him, and then we're going to pay 100, like pay him. No way!
40 mil, I think.
Hey, Liverpool are not mugs. Okay, they're not mugs, lad, and they don't pay £100 million for a player that's not worth £100 million. Anthony Gordon, you're fantastic, lad. No doubt. I think you're really good,
I've been calling him Anne Robinson for the last 4 years.
To be honest with you, lad, I didn't even think he was that great when he played for Everton, but then he's took his time at Newcastle and he really has kicked on, and he's proved me wrong. Absolutely he has, and he's a great player. But is he a Liverpool player? Absolutely not. No way, especially for 100 million. I'll take you for 25, lad. Yeah? No. That's the answer to that, Gilly. Sorry, lad. Outrage? No.
Yeah, I mean, it's pretty much the same. I mean, Liverpool will never pay 100 mil for anyone, I'm pretty sure, unless it's, you know, I can't even think
We've
of
never
someone.
paid 100 mil for anybody, have we?
No.
Also, just to bring this up, why are we rumoured with wingers? What's going on?
Well, that's the other question I was going to have for you, because where would they play?
Yeah. Well,
is Luis Diaz going to leave?
Or is Mo Salah going to leave?
Lining up a replacement for Luis Diaz, who actually came out yesterday and said he's content at Liverpool, which, in my opinion, doesn't mean much when, you know, his dad is obviously scouting him around Real Madrid and Barcelona, consistently saying that it's his dream to play for one of the top Hispanic clubs.
I never really...
I don't like that.
I don't like it either, but also South American players are some of the most gifted footballers on the planet, and their dreams are usually to play for Barcelona or Real Madrid, and I understand it. So while they come to Liverpool, I don't expect them there to be for a long time. What's the saying? Expect them to be here for a good time, not a long time when it's a South American player. Get the most out of them that we can, and then they chip and go and have the dream and play for a team like that. And if we're a platform for them to do that, and they bring us success in the meantime, no problem with that, lad. But just bring us success. Stop hitting the post. Do you know what I mean, lad? So...
yeah, I mean, he scored about 15 goals this season.
He's good, lad. He's brilliant. I absolutely love him, to be fair, lad. I'm not getting
same, and I don't want him to leave, and I'd rather have him than those two players that I just mentioned there in terms of output still, even though he could still obviously improve. But we're approaching that silly season. You know, the transfer window is open in a couple of weeks, maybe 3 weeks. Silly season, what I mean when I say that is, newspapers, TV outlets, broadcasters, YouTube channels, they all need engagement. They all need clicks. They all need attention brought to themselves to earn more money.
Of course.
So naturally, and I've done it myself, literally this morning, I've clicked on these articles to find out the validity of them and if there's any truth behind these rumours. Because, as I said, this year, this time of year, and it will get even worse. As soon as June hits, all the way through to September, it's what I call silly season.
Especially with the Klopp leaving now. And it's another transitional season where Slot's going to want some players, or Michael Edwards is going to want some players for Slot's team. And they're going to be held massively up. The prices are going to go skyrocketing, lad. Kudus for 85 million is ridiculous. Anthony Gordon for 100 million is ridiculous. Liverpool, I don't think, are that type of team that will go out and go, yeah, there's 100 million on a player we're not sure about. I think what they'd likely do is find a player for 40, 50, 60 million that is a potential player that they don't necessarily know is going to be 100% successful, but have a probability of like 70. They're smart. Liverpool are smart about who they buy. Yes, we bought Darwin Núñez, but he's not a bad player. Everyone that says he's a bad player and he's missed loads of big chances, he's still a top player, and his success rate is still okay, lad. So I think they'll be looking at that type of stuff, and that means prices everywhere skyrocketing. And one big factor about the transfer window, this window, it's the same thing every time international tournament, lad. Every single time. Somebody comes out to that tournament, 5 or 6 players come out to that tournament and go into the Premier League. That's just the way it goes, lad. It happens every single... Amrabat is there because of the performances he had for Morocco, lad. He's in the Premier League right now for Man United because of that. He's not good enough.
2 years ago.
Yeah, but you know what I mean, lads? Like, these players 100%. Make names off it, lad. James James Rodriguez literally made his name.
Don't get fooled.
Yeah, I agree.
Don't get fooled by the summer form. It doesn't necessarily translate. You give 2 good examples there. I mean, look, we know that Newcastle will need to sell players to kind of keep up with the FFP regulations. We know West Ham have probably got, a lot of money coming in this summer with Paqueta and potentially Kudus leaving. But isn't it funny that those articles come out and then this morning from the Echo, no less, Liverpool set for 165 million cash injection ahead of Arne Slot's arrival in summer transfer window. So it's like they go hand in hand.
Yeah.
Bollocks mixed with bollocks combined to excite the people and hoodwink the people, but it's actually bollocks.
Yeah,
so I don't think we're going to spend that much. I mean, it would be nice, don't get me wrong, but we'd have to identify who they are and then how much they're going to be. In reality,
our net spend is the lowest out of the top 6, lads.
Slower than West Ham.
We've never been big spenders.
Slower than West Ham. Since Klopp arrived, we're not even in the top 10.
Half the expenditure of Arsenal. It's miles away from Man United. It's miles away from Man City. Liverpool have never been that team that's like, yeah, there's all dough in the world. We're very smart about who we buy. And this is going to be a tough period in the sense of players that we might buy might not hit the ground running, but we've just got to see what happens with this new era of Liverpool, essentially, lad.
Right, what I'm going to do, this is the Doyle de facto. He's going to disillusion you right now and give you a realistic percentile of how likely these deals are to happen. By the way, just quickly, Dom, who's a good mate from the Road End podcast, he's tweeted this morning saying, I'd 100% have Anthony Gordon, by the way.
No.
Someone said, not for 100 million. And then someone else said, I'd sooner have Isaac. So pretty much what you said. But I want 2 percentages for these 2 players. I want the likeliness of it happening. And the other one, I want a realistic price. So a price and a percentage.
Yeah.
Anthony Gordon, what's the realistic price for him? And then how likely is he going to come to Liverpool?
He's added value to his market. That without a shadow of a doubt, the season that he's had,
bought for,
brilliant.
Was it 60?
50.
40? Was
50?
It 50?
I think it was 50.
50 or 60.
So I'm going to say whatever he was bought for, let's add 10 million to that. Okay, you've earned it this season, lad. You're brilliant. So I'll give him 60 mil for Anthony Gordon. Probability of that happening, 1%, mate.
1%
It's not happening, lad. Anthony Gordon
Doyle.
doesn't go to Liverpool after playing for Everton. Can you name how many players have played for Everton and Liverpool?
Abel Xavier, Nicky Barmby. Yeah, I think that's it.
Yeah, buddy, it's not happening.
And that was 25 years ago.
A good player, though. Absolutely rate him, lad. Keep doing what you're doing, bro. It's nice to see Scousers do well. Go on, next one.
All right, fair enough. So, weakest link, goodbye.
Oh, it's heavy. It's heavy.
Mohamed Kudus.
How much money would I give for him? I would pay 65 to 70 million for that player because I do think he's top player.
Far off from
not
80
far
mil,
off, no.
85 mil then.
60 mil. I'll give him 60 mil. Again, same
Okay, so
thing.
that's gone down.
We've got Luis Diaz there, lad. He can do everything that Kudus can already do and score still as well, lad. I don't see the reason why we get him
ages
unless
as well.
he gets off. That's it. So probability of that, 20%, lad. I don't see Kudus. I don't see West Ham wanting to let him go for him unless it's a massive price. I don't see Liverpool wanting to replace anybody other than Luis Diaz or Salah, and if they go, and I can't see them going, so 10, 20%, lad. That's what I would
20.
give that.
All right, here's a follow-up question that could make you change everything you've just said. Diaz goes to PSG.
Yeah.
Then what?
Kudos, you're in, lad. Yeah.
Madman!
70%, get in, lad.
Madman in the studio, get him out.
Honestly, Liverpool aren't going to do this, lad. Liverpool are not going to buy a big name, lad. It's not going to happen. We're going to get somebody from the Paraguayan league or something, lad. And it'll be for 16 mil, lad. Honestly, that's what's going to happen, lad. Liverpool, honestly, we don't do that. We don't buy all these big names. Mahe was the most established name we've bought in the last few years, lad. Genuinely.
Or
Mahe.
Thiago.
Oh, yeah, but that was 4 years ago. And Thiago is not kicked
And
on.
he's
Like,
going.
Mahe's not necessarily a massive name. I know he's won the World Cup and that, but if you ask who McAllister is throughout the world, probably people wouldn't know, lad. So that's not what Liverpool's blueprint is. We won't do that. And I'm not expecting any of these so-called targets to actually come to fruition. Because Liverpool don't do business like that, lad. We don't tell you who we're going to buy. We just all of a sudden buy them, and then the papers go, oh, Liverpool have just bought this fella, you know. Yeah. We did it with Dom Szoboszlai, lad. Everybody, nobody was looking at him, lad. And Liverpool snuck in on the very last day of his release clause and went, we'll have you. Here's the 60 mil, lad. We'll take him around the back door, yeah, in a bit. Pause. Do you know what I mean, lad?
Yeah, definitely. Pause,
but you know what I mean, lad? We took... heavy.
Bro,
Why have I said that, lad? I'm so sorry, audience.
But
we took him out, lad. Yeah, sneakily took him out. That's what I was trying to get to. Yeah, that's the point I was trying to make. We sneakily took him out. Yeah, slipped him out. And again, pause. But I'm having a bad one here.
Anyway, speaking
we got him
of deals to be done, listen, we know that there's prize money coming in from reaching the Europa League last date. I think it's 27 million from that.
Yes,
I think it's 160 mil for finishing 5th last year.
Oh.
So hopefully we get...
How much?
Yeah, apparently it's...
100 mil for finishing 5th?
According to the Echo, last season Liverpool received an estimated 161.2 million for finishing 5th in the league. Apparently each place is 2.2 as it gets higher and higher.
Mad that.
More million. So yeah, listen, we know that the money's there, but Liverpool have got... There's so much work to do. I'm actually quite nervous and...
It's overwhelming.
Excited, but also quite overwhelmed and it's like, you know, when you've got loads of revision to do before an exam that you're squeezing in the last minute. I feel like this summer we've got so much work to do. I don't even know where to begin. Obviously the manager's sorted, but it's the names coming in, the names coming out, the relationship, the dynamic between Julian Ward coming back in, Michael Edwards coming back in, Richard Hughes coming back in, Virgil, Trent, Alisson, the leadership team. I don't know. It's all up in the air, but all we can do is you know, keep you updated on Hot Kopics. Before we get into the rest of them today, I wanted to shout out Abigail Rudkin, who, I don't know if you saw, Doyle, one of her pictures is actually in the studio. It's this one. She's actually the artist who... Yeah. She's the artist who's created the Jurgen Klopp kind of mural picture in collaboration with the Red Men as well.
Really?
The blonde girl, yeah.
Incredible, love.
She's amazing. So
really
shout out to her. She's... I've just seen her here on she's on Sky Sports News
also, thank you for
talking
doing
about
that.
her picture.
Everyone loves them murals, lad.
Yeah.
They're incredible. Thank you so much for putting that in our city.
Yeah, she's done Danke Jurgen as an original piece that they've put on hoodies and t-shirts and stuff. Lad. So if you want to go and buy it, then head over to her Twitter. It's Abigail. It's Rudkin_Abigail, and she met Klopp and showed Klopp the picture, and he said, "Wow."
I think I've seen that video. Yeah, it's right.
Her.
Well done.
So
this
yeah,
is brilliant.
shout out to her, man. Hopefully see her on Sunday for the last game of the season.
Love a hoodie of
well,
that, lad. A hoodie of that would be boss. I'd love a little black
you
hoodie
can
with that
buy
on
it,
the front.
man. You can buy it.
Belter. Last game of the season.
Great. It's fantastic. So shout out to Abigail, man. She's always doing big bits. Right, we've spoken about the silly season coming up. Get used to that. Right, because
Marco Royce is coming to Liverpool, lads. Remember that? Remember Marco Royce was coming to Liverpool every year?
Kone and Thuram.
Hello.
I don't think I've ever spoke about two players that never. What are they even doing?
Yeah,
now?
I don't even know, lad.
I was in Jamaica last year, right? In the swimming pool, in the little floaty thing, doing transfer rumours, and must have been speaking about them every single day.
Brother, that's not the one we were talking about last season. We all know the man that we were talking about last season coming to Liverpool.
Mbappe.
No. Jude, buddy. Yeah.
Jude, yeah.
He broke our hearts.
The year before.
We would have won the league if we had him.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on.
I know,
It'll get
lad.
really sad and we'll start crying. But he's just literally on the tour bus celebrating his first title for Real Madrid. He's probably going to win the
Spanish
Champions
to a
League.
million Madrid supporters.
Vamos a ganar.
Yeah, we win it in Wembley.
Vamos. Right, as we know, it is Jurgen Klopp's last ever away game for Liverpool tonight, which made me think, what are your best away day memories under Jurgen? Right, we can go straight from
I've got one right now, lad.
5-0 United.
Absolutely,
Yeah,
lad.
obviously that's the best one. We'll go with that as the best, but maybe they don't have to be the out-and-out best, but what do they mean to you? So let's go right back to the start. His first ever away win was at City.
Oh, was it?
4-1.
4-1.
Away win, and then we won 3-1 at Chelsea very early on. So we've had some big away wins under Jurgen. I loved the FA Cup win this season at Arsenal with all the kids on. You know, Diaz scoring a late goal. I think there was an own goal. That was special because it was setting us up for it was the FA Cup, wasn't it? I actually thought it was the League Cup, but that was a great away day. One of my favourite ones was Leicester 4-0. Or was it 3-0, 4-0 last, or 2023 it was, 22-23 season. You know, when Curtis scored 2, Trent scored, they were singing F the Scousers and all this, and then Scousers sent them down.
Was that on Boxing Day?
No, it was in April.
I remember the Boxing Day one, that was nice.
It was. So let us know in the comments, what's your favourite away games or your favourite memories of Klopp at away games? Norwich.
Beating City.
5-4.
That was incredible, that one.
Incredible.
Beating City away, lad.
In the Champions League?
Yeah, because I went to all of them games in the Champions League. I went to every single one of them. And that was the moment when I first realised, I was like, wow, my team. I know. Do you know what happened to me?
Well, tell them after, because that's a story in itself.
Anyway, I went to every single game, and it was the first moment when I'd realised, wow, like, we're good. Like, we're proper good.
2017-18.
Yeah, I got to watch Mo Salah score that screaming against Roma, and he put his hands up and that, and then we went on to City, and we were just a better team, lad. It was beautiful to watch, and they didn't know what to do with us, and it was the first moment when I was like, we're going to win. Like, we're actually going to win stuff with this team. This is a serious competitive team. And we beat them, lad, and it was glorious. I think Oxlade scored a screamer. Mo Salah scored a little dink from a rebound. It was just all beautiful to watch.
Bobby scored.
And them scrambling at the end. It was 4-3 in the end, I think. But it was.
You're talking about the home game?
It might be the home game.
The away game was Bobby and Mo.
I went to so many of them.
The away game was Bobby and Mo that scored.
I remember the one as well, the away game where Mo scored from the halfway line, lad. That was the first one, wasn't it?
That was at home.
Yeah. Was it?
That was at home.
That
was 4-3, yeah. Yeah, I've asked you for away games, Doyle.
Sorry about that, lad. Yeah.
Don't forget, we did 4-2 against United in lockdown in that kind of weird bluey, tealy kit. There's been so many great memories, man. 4-3 at Arsenal, one of Klopp's in 16-17, his first full season. Lallana.
Remember that FA Cup game? 5-5, lad. Against Arsenal.
Again, that was at home.
That was it?
Yeah, I was at that game.
I watch all my games at Anfield, you know, I must do, lad.
Yeah, you got to
go
to
games that I go to, lad. I know.
Even like this season, to be honest, the Brentford away was fantastic as well. The Núñez finish. There's been so many over the years.
You need to tell us as well ones that you remember, because I'm sure when you comment them, it'll spark our memory and we'll be like, wow. Yeah. But some of them have just been glorious.
Some more that I've been to myself. I mean, the Champions League aways, Sparta Prague was fantastic away this season. But this is the last one, Doyle. This is the last time he's going to be in that opposition dugout. And when I spoke to Luke from Up the Villa podcast on Saturday morning, he did say, you know, after their game against Athens in Olympiacos, there was this moment where Olympiacos fans absolutely gave a massive round of applause to the Villa fans. And Luke said that tonight, Villa fans will clap Klopp for almost, you know, being such a massive figure. There's been some low points, including Villa. We lost 5-2. But one of his first away games in his first season, we won there 6-0 under him. We've actually never won more away games at any other ground than Villa Park in the Premier League. 16.
Yeah,
It's
but
crazy
that's
isn't
mad.
it?
That's probably because not with Jurgen Klopp though, right?
No, just in the Premier League era. So many
played in the
last
Prem
minute
somewhere.
winners we've had there. But yeah, let us know in the comments. Have you been to an away game that you've got great memories over with Jurgen Klopp at the helm? Let us know.
Do you know what's a good
Tonight
one
is
as well?
his last one.
What's the funniest memory you've got of watching Klopp on the sideline? Not on the telly, lad, but when you're at the game. I love watching how animated it used to get when I was sat there watching him, and I'd be like, that's real. That's Jurgen Klopp right in front of me, screaming his little head
I
off.
think it's Spurs last season at Anfield when Richarlison scores to make it 3-3. He's taking his shirt off. Still hasn't got it on, and Jota scores the winner.
Glorious.
Klopp runs and pulls his hamstring. That one.
yeah, remember that?
That's my favourite one, I'll be honest.
Or
That's
the
my
Everton
favourite
one, lad, where we won last minute. He runs on and bugs Ali.
I mean, we could sit here for hours.
Or the
We
knowledge
probably
one,
will
lad,
do
where
a
Lallana
video.
runs over to you.
And his glasses break. We could genuinely sit here for hours and talk about the man. What is your score prediction for tonight?
If I'm honest with you, lad, I'm not really looking at the game like we're going to win it, because Aston Villa have got to play. They have to win today, lad. It's big for them. They've got to bounce back from their European defeats as well. They need it.
Because Luke said we'll beat them 3-0, and I don't agree with him.
3-0, Luke, lad.
But he's coming from Athens where they lost. He said they're running on fumes. They've got nothing left. They've kind of spent all their energy this season.
Yeah.
So.
And they might be lucky in the sense of Tottenham just want to throw away top four as well, don't they, lad? So, what do I think the score will be? I'm going to say 2-1 to Liverpool, because I'd like us to win. I want Jurgen Klopp's last away game to be a victory, lad. We're going to miss him so much. It's Jurgen Klopp's last away day. Give him everything, the boys. Put your Stone Islands on and that, yeah? I'm only messing. We like Stone Island. It's a respectable brand, yeah? But yeah, just let's get him winning. Let's get him a win, please.
Let's finish off his last ever away game with a resounding win. I mean, I was offered a ticket tonight. I'm gutted. I'm actually not going to go. I've got to get back to Liverpool, but I would have loved to have been there. But I am at the game on Sunday, so I can't wait for that. But
this is so sad. This is horrible.
It's all like
it's real now, lads.
We're feeling the loss, and he's not actually even left yet, but it's like we're mourning him.
This is the thing that
already.
kept Liverpool pinned at the very top, lad. It was Jurgen Klopp. The reason why we were able to compete is because he was there driving the team, lad. He was at the helm, and now that we're not going to have him, lad, it's going to be terrifying. He was the reason we didn't have to spend £1 billion, £500,000. He was the reason, lad. We don't know what the future brings now, but we know what we had with him, lad. And it's gutting. I'm wounded by this.
Near it again, I don't know, but like you say, we're kind of mourning him before he's even.
It's the club's great, lad. This is like the Boyle Shankleys, the Bob Paisleys. This is one of the club's great managers, and an era that we'll never forget in our lives. It may be the best football that we ever see as Liverpool supporters, lad, because it was that incredible. 97 points, 99 points, 94 points, 92 points. These tallies are incredible. Maybe not 94, but incredible. 3 of them, 97, 92. They were incredible. So we may never see this again, and I've just enjoyed every moment of it. And it's going to be absolutely heartbreaking to see him say goodbye. How many grown men are you going to make cry on Sunday, Jurgen, lad? So many. I will be too, lad. I won't be able to help it. Remember when Steven Gerrard left, lad? I cried my eyes out.
I cried when Fowler left in 2001. I didn't cry when Owen left, weirdly enough.
Yeah, well, I mean, that's...
Didn't cry when Owen left, but... Yeah, I think that is leading on to the next hot topic is, will you be crying on Sunday?
Absolutely, I'm going to be gutted, lad. I'll be tearing up. I'll be remembering all the wonderful stuff that has happened during his tenure at the club. I'm going to be sad to see him go. I'm going to be sad, do you know what? Just to not watch his press interviews. I loved him, lad. The man knows exactly what to say at the right times all the time, lad. He's just got... I don't know what it is. He's so human. He is the most...
He's just perfect.
Yeah, he is. Like, I know we're pure loving on him and that. Like, but we just have admired him so much and what he's done for us and our own self-esteem and our own club and our city. It's magnificent. And there will never, ever be another like Jurgen, lad, unfortunately, which is sad. But all good things come to an end, lad. That's the way it works. Yeah. But we had it. We
saw it. We did it all.
So grateful.
Like I said, man, I'm going to be at the game on Sunday, and I think, you know, when that mic gets passed to him, like even right now, man.
Did you see his man's goodbye? I've watched. I don't know why Dortmund, I did this to myself.
He's crying his eyes out. So how are we not gonna cry?
Yeah.
Like when he gets past that mic, I'm getting goosebumps just thinking about it now. I don't know what I'm gonna say, how I'm gonna feel. I'm definitely gonna have to wear sunglasses, 100%. Coming like I got hay fever.
Oh yeah,
it's just hay fever. I swear. but I don't know how he's gonna compose himself, how he's gonna find the words to try and deliver this goodbye speech, because words just won't do it justice. He's gonna have to really dig deep and try not to be too emotional and try and find the perfect words to end it all with. And like we said on the pod last week, there's an event on May the 28th in 2 weeks at the Echo Arena, or the M&S Bank Arena, where there's a night with Jurgen Klopp. He's finally going to say goodbye there. So yeah, it's going to be one of the most emotional games of football I'll ever be at, I think, at that on Sunday. So if you go in, make sure you just savour it, because I think I'll be watching the touchline more than the actual game on Sunday. Lad. I said to Luke, make sure you just watch him for a bit if you're watching, the Villa game tonight. So will you cry on Sunday? Let us know.
I wonder if any of the players will cry.
We'll be there.
I wonder
we'll be there to support you.
Mo Salah, Virgil, Trent, Alisson, these players that have been there for a long time with him. Genuinely.
I think Trent might.
Trent has got his career to thank for Jurgen Klopp,
100%.
lad. Genuinely. And obviously he's done a lot of himself and he's proved himself. But Jurgen Klopp went, you're good enough, you lad, get in.
Yeah.
Put him in there, believed in him, and look at him now, lad.
Yeah, 100%. Speaking of goodbyes, Arne Slot said goodbye to Feyenoord. They gave him a rapturous standing ovation where he was kind of chanting with them, and he said goodbye. Looked good, man. I'll be honest. They really liked this guy.
Did he cry?
It must have.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not, but I think you would if you received that kind of adoration and love from your people.
He's got a big task now, lad.
I mean, we were speaking to someone on Dimitri on Friday. And he was
shout out to you, lad.
He knows a bit about Ruben Amorim. He's a big Benfica fan, but also he was talking about Josh as well, who's a Dutch football expert. He was talking about Arne Slot, and I don't think, because we're about to say goodbye to the best thing ever, I don't think we've truly appreciated maybe what's to come.
I agree, but also can't you?
But we haven't.
I can't
seen,
yet.
Yeah, we can't yet. So
to be honest with you, lad, I'm not going to until after the end of next season.
The fans love him.
Good. That's what I like to see. I like somebody that connects with the fans, because Liverpool is all about that. If you don't resonate with the fans, you don't resonate with the club, you don't need to be here. That's the way it works for Liverpool. That's why we love Jurgen Klopp so much. Yeah. As I said, somebody could come in now, win 4 Premier Leagues, and not have the charisma that he's had and the connection with the fans, and it won't matter as much as what Jurgen Klopp's already done for us. He won the first trophy, the Premier League trophy, for the first time in 30 years. He won a Champions League for the first time in 14 years. He won the FA Cup, he won the League Cup, he done everything. Not for the first time, but the first time in a while, lad. He finally brought us back to a place where people are scared of us. We are a big team and we can win the biggest trophies, and they meant more than the next one will come. I really believe that. But I'm open to a new start, and that's the good thing about football, right? As much as we're mourning the loss and grieving the loss of Jurgen Klopp, who's our wonderful, wonderful manager, we get to move on quickly. We get a new manager, we get a new team, we get a new set of players. They all come in, and we get to support them now, and very quickly see what that new stage of Liverpool is going to be like. And that's something that I'm still grateful for. Did you get what I mean? I'm not dwelling on the loss of Jurgen Klopp, because we're going to go into the next season and start it hopefully with some energy. Well, let's see, lads. Let's see what Slot's got to do, because it's all good and well the fans loving him in the Dutch league, and that's what we want. But this is a big task now. What you've got ahead of you is not fun, lad. It's serious. This is like big club on your shoulders.
Proper stuff.
Yeah.
And do you know what? I think Klopp will say his goodbyes. He's already said that he's going to come and watch games and sit in the Kop or in the stands. And Arne Slot will have to almost understand our sadness of his predecessor going, but also pick us up and say, well, listen, Klopp's gone, and we can all cry about it, we can all be sad and look at the good times and that, but I'm here now.
It's an emotional club. He needs to respect the emotions of the fans, and the fans will be, in my opinion. So what are you going to do for us now, lad? Because we've just had the best, so what are you going to do, bro? And he has to resonate with the fans and be like, I know I'm not Jurgen Klopp, I know I can't do the things that he's done or has done, but I might be able to do it if you believe in me and supporting me, and that's what I'm going to do. And I respect what you've had with Klopp, but I'm going to try and put my own blueprints on this and take the team forward in my direction. Yeah. And I can respect that, lad, but it's just about letting us mourn the losses of Jurgen Klopp. And it's all down to big results in the Premier League when he comes. I need you to beat Man United, lad. I need you to beat Chelsea. I need you to beat Arsenal. I need you to beat City. I don't necessarily... Everton. I need us to beat the top teams. Similar to what you said about Jurgen Klopp in his first season. Straight away we beat City. Straight away we beat Chelsea. Don't need to win the league, lad. Don't need to finish first. I would like top 4 and us to compete with the top teams. And then the season after that, then we go for the league. Then we go for the league after that. I think that's what I'm expecting from this manager. Yeah. You've got a good team there, lad. They just pushed for the league. It's flapped it at the end, but it's a good enough team if you add to this now to get across the line. I do believe it is. So, got to show us now, lad. We'll back you, but you got to show us.
Exactly. Nice one, man. Do you remember we watched Villa, the reverse leg of this fixture?
In Jurgen's?
No, we watched it at mine. Remember this year? Soboslai scored. Do you remember? Watched it at my house.
No, I've got to tell you. Was that this year, lad?
Yeah,
you sure that was this year?
It was in September.
Was it?
3-1. Soboslai scored left foot across the goal.
Yeah,
do you remember?
Yeah. And it was the left foot half volley. Scream. We just turned up to the house.
I'll go with 2-1 as well. Yeah, we did.
Yeah, I remember that. Scream.
Just before we sign off today, I wanted to mention a fantastic event that's happening in Liverpool on Saturday. Obviously, the last game of the season's on Sunday. We'll be outside Anfield. We're also going to be asking you guys for your words on Jurgen Klopp. So we're going to do a nice kind of goodbye piece.
Yes.
So there's great content coming out from today, from now onwards for the rest of this week. But something that's happening on Saturday, and if you are in and around the city for the last game of the season, and you're looking for something to do on Saturday, this is it. It's the shirts versus boots, the 4th game in a row. And this year, it's at Bootle FC. Right? Doyle played in the first one. It was at Ware FC in 2021. Broke your foot. I was the captain. I am still the captain of the boots team. We're playing against the shirt. So it's like shirt collectors versus boot collectors. And it's a really competitive but really good-spirited charity game that we play every year. So we're opening up at Bootle from 11, right? We have a football fair. So they're selling boots, they're selling shirts. There's going to be official vendors there. It's going to be fantastic. It is in aid of Tommy's charity, which is going to be on our kit. Last year we lost, actually. I was captain 4-3, but we were in a blue kit, right, last year. And I said, listen, teams that play in blue kits lose, right? Next year I want a red kit. So we've got a red kit this year, right? And I'll be walking out with my team. 2 o'clock kickoff at Bootle FC. Jack's going to be there, P-Mac. We've got loads of people coming down. Honestly, the lads that play, all top lads. They've got hundreds of thousands of pounds worth of stock of shirts and boots. It's such a really happy and fun community to be a part of. So like I said, if you are in Liverpool on Saturday, get down to Bootle FC. Only about 10-15 minutes from the city centre. 2 o'clock kickoff, like I said. And you can watch me play football in all red, wearing my new Preds. So with the captain's armband on, and hopefully that gives us a good little roll into to Sunday. But yeah, it says the Galacticos of the shirt and the boot collecting world go head to head once more. The rivalry is back, and it's bigger than ever. We've won 2. The boots have won 1, so we're going for our 3rd trophy, Doyle.
And they need to get another one, don't they, lad? And then on the 5th one, I'll come and join in again.
And then you'll jump in again. Nice. Free entry as well. You don't need to pay, but you can donate to charity on the day if you want as well. So I can't wait to get down to Bootle on Saturday, so make sure you're there. And like I said, if you are, because I have bumped into a couple people in Liverpool last week who, you know, a tourist, they're coming to spend like 2 weeks in Liverpool to kind of catch the last Klopp event. So if you are around and you're watching this or you're listening to this right now, get down to Berry Street, Garage Stadium, Vestey Roads, Bootle, Merseyside, L31NY.
Yeah, especially if you're not from Liverpool. Come see this is proper Liverpool, this. Yeah. Bootle's not glamorous, but you'll see Liverpool, and that's where the people come from, mate. So, yeah, look at County Road, look at all these different places, Anfield, West Abbey, all these places. Go and have a gig. This is real Liverpool. This is where the people who support Jurgen Klopp, this is where they live.
Yeah. So, yeah, I can't wait for it. It's going to be really good on Saturday. So, your hot Kopics that we spoke about today then, your summer transfer targets that we've heard 2 names in Kudus and Anthony Gordon this morning.
many more, by the way. There's going to be a lot.
It's going to be ridiculous. Spoken about Klopp's best away games. Get them down below in the comments.
Yeah.
My favourite one is Mould Trafford. Did you see the water coming out of that roof last night?
What is going on with honestly, lad? I like everything about that club is shocking.
Falling to pieces.
Like, I'm not even saying it because the Man U when we spoiled Liverpool. Like, genuinely, like, damn. Remember when Ronaldo said, none of this has changed. I've come back. The dinner ladies are still the same, lad. I'm having chicken nugget and chips for me dinner and that, lad. Spaghetti hoops and that. this is what it was like in 1995, lad, and it's still the same. Gary Neville would feel like he's at home. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you're seeing with Man United. That's why they're so stagnant. I don't know what's going on.
That roof, though, it just summed it up. The storm came down. It was hot everywhere else in the country last night.
I can imagine.
Literally apart from Manchester.
I can imagine the owners are looking at that going, bloody hell, mate. Is there anything else that I need to bloody go?
Ineos. Just, big gaffer tape. Just to
that's madness.
Temporarily stop the water coming through.
What a wonderful visual metaphor for the Man United football team.
Old Trafford. So we're both in agreement, actually. That was our favourite away
absolutely.
game
Lad,
ever.
5-0.
Playing Villa away tonight. We've both predicted 2-1. Get your predictions in. If you want to see more of a prediction, go over to the channel. Arne Slot, we've spoken about him, what he's got to look forward to. Will you cry on Sunday? And, of course, that charity match that I'm playing on Saturday. Really looking forward to that. Guys, for the final time on Hot Kopics, we'll be watching a Jurgen Klopp away performance tonight from the Reds. Hopefully we win. But we'll be back on Monday. But as I said, loads of content to come out. Almost too much this week on the Kop TV. So make sure you subscribe, you smash that like button out of respect.
Yes, please.
I think.
Yes,
just
please.
Out of respect for us giving you this content. And then go over and do the same on the audio platforms as well. Doyle, it's been an absolute pleasure, mate.
Always.
All season. I'll be honest, you've been fantastic this season.
Thank you.
So I wanted to say that because it's not easy. I know it isn't easy waking up, getting down here. Making sure you're
like, this is the thing, innit, lad? Like, I have a job as well. I have 2 other jobs. When I do this and I have 2 other jobs, Gilly works hard. He's back and forth up and down the country. We love doing this. Like, honestly, this is why I wake up in the morning, to be able to do this type of things. I want to immerse myself in the football world. We all want to be footballers, lad. That's what we all want to be, right? And we couldn't be it. So what's the next best thing that we can do? We can just love the game as much as possible and see where that takes us. And that's where it's brought us here. And I really appreciate all the support. I have people coming out on the street and being really nice to me. I really appreciate it so much. I'm so grateful to be able to do this. And so them likes and them comments and that make a massive difference to us and the people that pay us and all that type of stuff, because it shows that it's working and that people want to watch it. So thank you very much for everything that you do for us. And thank you, Gilly, for bringing me in.
Mate, you get me emotional.
Always working hard, lad. It's an emotional season. It's going to be an emotional goodbye. But we'll be here, lads. We will be still here, and we're going to be ready for the next season as well, and we'll be getting you ready for it. And that's all we can do, because we love it just as much as you do. So thank you very much, guys.
Honestly, thank you so much for your support this season, for Jack, for
Boys,
Jason,
we love
to
you.
Hassan,
Joe.
to Josh, to Joe, to Jamie, to Mario, to all the people that have come on the
You're all
phone
Scousers.
cams, and you at home, wherever you are.
All of
Because
yous.
I don't think I've felt this love in any season more than this one, in terms of just being out on the street, people coming up,
Very
asking
lucky,
for
lad.
pictures,
Very grateful.
telling us where they watch from. We are very lucky, man, and we can't do this without you. So massive shout out to you at home. Wherever you're watching from, we massively appreciate the support, and just stay with us, because trust me, this is literally only the beginning of the Kop TV, of me, of him, of everyone else. So make sure you're around for the long haul. You keep on supporting us, keep on supporting the Reds.
Yes, please.
Take care, and we'll see you soon. All the best. Hey guys, thanks for watching this video. If you've enjoyed this, make sure you check out the rest of the channel too. There's other stuff you'll enjoy for sure.
Don't forget to like, comment and subscribe to the Kop TV.
The voice of football's most famous dads.
Come on.